Hi, this is Aga from Interior Exterior. Today we'll discuss what to buy in chain stores. And probably your immediate answer is nothing because these are chain stores, big bad corporations. However, life isn't black and white, and nothing is that simple. First of all, large companies that have well-optimized production and sales can afford to offer lower final prices. And because of that, some things in chain stores are simply cheaper. Of course, not all of them, but some. And that's why items available in chain stores are more accessible to many people. And putting pressure on people who aren't very wealthy, that they have to pay more when they can't afford it, isn't really okay either. I think we'll end here, so obviously, if we can afford it, that's great, but if not, it's not about walking around and feeling down about it. That's also why everyone needs to have a place to live. The other thing is that we often associate products from chain stores with very poor quality from China, but that's not exactly how it works. And in the case of furniture chain stores, that's definitely not how it works. And just like Ikea has this model where they are the manufacturer of all the things you can buy at Ikea. And of course they're produced in different places. And Ikea doesn't necessarily have to own the factories or production plants where these things are made. But still, they're made for Ikea, they're branded as Ikea. If we look at the labels, the tags, like underneath, everywhere it says Ikea, while for example Agata Mebel has a different business model. If we buy some furniture at Agata and find those stickers, labels stuck somewhere on the back of a wardrobe or under a sofa, we'll see that the manufacturers have different names. These aren't items branded by Agata, Agata simply sells them. And contrary to what we associate with chain stores, a significant portion of the furniture sold there is produced here, locally in Poland or simply in Europe. I'd like to emphasize that it's not as black and white as it's sometimes portrayed on the internet. And the opportunity to cooperate with a chain store like Agata is a chance for many Polish furniture manufacturers to increase sales, scale up production, and create more jobs. Not everyone has to specialize in sales. They can focus on production and leave the sales to someone else, for example, to Agata. And of course, this can also carry some risks. There's a smaller margin, so if any problems arise, there could be a cash flow slowdown, there could be an unfavorable contract, anything can happen. Obviously, we don't know all the details of every situation, and each situation is always a little different. However, it's hard to say right away that all chain stores are bad and that we shouldn't shop in them. It doesn't work like that at all, so now that we've got that introduction out of the way, we can focus on what I actually wanted to share with you. So what is worth buying and in which store? And if you're already familiar with furniture stores, you can turn off this episode. No worries, I won't be offended. There are lots of other cool videos on the channel you might like. However, my message is directed to people who aren't that familiar, and to make shopping easier for you, I'll share my experience. And it will be a very brief message. Ikea kitchen, Jysk, things for sleeping, Agata, sofas, thank you, goodbye, we can end this video, but I'll still explain to you why. Ikea has different kitchens in its offer, so if you came across one of the cheaper ones, it might not have impressed you with its quality. However, method kitchens are really very solid. They use thick furniture boards, they have bloom systems, and these kitchens for modular kitchens are not the cheapest, but they are actually very solid. And yeah, it's really hard to argue with that, seriously. What's more, there are a lot of fronts available on the market for IKEA kitchens, so we don't even have to order them individually from a carpenter. We can just order the fronts from a store specializing in fronts and have an IKEA kitchen, but with more unique fronts, so that it looks more special. And your friends won't come over and say, oh, those are the IKEA fronts. We saw them yesterday and are thinking of getting the same ones. Some people want to make their apartment stand out more, and then it's a really cool option. You can buy a kitchen at Ikea with different fronts, different handles, and a different countertop. Here you have a whole range of possibilities, and with a nice, easy, and quickly accessible system, you can really create a unique interior. Is it worth buying other things at IKEA as well? Of course, yes, there are a lot of cool things at IKEA and here. But when talking about kitchens, I don't want to diminish the other departments. I just think that if you're looking for a kitchen somewhere, in IKEA really stands out compared to other stores. However, Jysk doesn't have kitchens, but instead they specialize in beds. And that's true, it's really their solid specialization. So even when they have their stores, which are quite small, sometimes even half of the store is simply dedicated to mattresses, duvets, bedding, and pillows. This is a really important department for IKEA, and actually the things they offer are good quality and at good prices. You can buy great down duvets and down pillows there. Wow, my daughter has a down duvet from Jysk. Once I managed to buy it on sale when the store had just opened. And this duvet is so wonderful, so fluffy like a cloud. I love it, and I really like lying down in my daughter's room because this duvet just wraps you in delight. Of course, you can also buy a down duvet in other places. You can look on Allegro or Google. There are plenty of Polish duvet manufacturers. But if we're talking about chain stores and you'd like to quickly buy a mattress, a duvet or something like that somewhere, well, first of all, I would just go to Jysk, and that's why I'm mentioning it now. And where would I buy a sofa? Exactly at Agata, as I mentioned before, because Agata offers sofas from many different sofa manufacturers. Although shopping there may seem hard at first, since sofas are everywhere and not all are nice or good quality. On top of that, they're standing next to each other, but they're in different styles, and some of the upholstery isn't matched very well. Let me put it delicately, and some of the sofas are really heavy in form, that's how I'll put it. So you can get dizzy and just get irritated that there are people everywhere and sofas everywhere, and it's crowded and nothing matches at all. But it's worth going through it, don't give up, because you can really find some great gems. Probably not all of them, but a significant number of sofas can be ordered with different upholstery. And in Agata, there are samples of different coverings. There are also Fargo-Tex fabrics, which are resistant to, well, not to stains. Maybe not that, but they're easy to clean, different stains come off easily, so the options are really quite extensive. And just like in IKEA, of course the sofas are also nice, but the selection is much smaller. And because IKEA is generally popular, it's often easy to tell which sofa is from IKEA and which isn't, because we often deal with them. But in Agata, because these are furniture pieces from different manufacturers and there's a much bigger selection of colors and shapes, there's a greater chance that we'll find something more unique. Of course, it's also worth looking around the market and checking out furniture directly from manufacturers, because sometimes we have even more customization options and the prices don't necessarily have to be higher. However, sometimes we're pressed for time, we just want to go to one place, sit down, try things out, check them, and in that case, among the chain store options, I think Agata is something worth considering. I don't have a favorite chain store. When it comes to tables and chairs, my attention is definitely drawn to Polish manufacturers with their brands. I can show them to you on the screen, and I'm really counting on your recommendations. Pasting links in the comments isn't required. I know it's convenient, but I also know that YouTube often sends comments with links for review. That's still okay, because I can approve them and they'll show up, but very often those comments just never appear at all. It's a shame for your comments to get lost, so it's better to write without links to make sure they actually get published. Because I'm really curious about your experiences, and now I'm saying goodbye to you. And finally, I would really like to thank the supporters for supporting the channel. Let me remind you that supporters have access to additional videos and early access to home tours. So, if you have a renovation coming up soon and would like to see the videos that will only appear on the channel later, it's definitely worth joining. It's possible that this option doesn't show up in the app, at least for me, but it definitely does on a computer in the browser. So I warmly invite you and see you next time. Bye!